Bread, clothing, and shelter, a new perspective on wealth. It has always been said that a person needs three basic things: bread, clothing, and shelter. However, I want to challenge this statement today. Instead of focusing on these three necessities, one should focus on money, because if you have money, you will have food, clothes, and a house. Money is the key to acquiring all three. Before I move on to the main topic of this video, I want to make one thing clear. If you have played this video expecting me to reveal some secret way to make money instantly, then I kindly request you to leave now. This video is not about shortcuts. It's about a mindset shift, one that can make you rich, even a millionaire. I want to apologize in advance to all the parents who tell their children, "Son, study well so you can get a good job." By saying this, you are limiting your child's potential. No matter how prestigious a job may be, you will still be an employee at the end of the day. So dear parents, instead of guiding your children toward becoming employees, why not encourage them to stand on their own feet? Why does no one talk about becoming an owner? Why do we tell children to aim for a high-paying job instead of owning a business? Even if you become a small business owner, it is still far better than being an employee. Some people criticize money, saying it has divided the world and created social gaps. But let me tell you something. Money is one of the very things that hold this world together. It keeps relationships intact, businesses running, and economies growing. Even the biggest companies in the world spend millions on advertising. But why? Aren't they already making billions? If they still need money, how can you, being at a much lower level, be satisfied without it? Take a look around your room right now. Is there any object in your room that you got without spending money? You'll be surprised to realize that everything around you required money. Believe it or not, money can solve 99.9% of your problems. The remaining 0.1%? You have to solve that yourself. If you can't, then no one can. I believe that everyone should earn money, learn how to make money, and understand why they need money. Everyone has the right to earn enough to afford the things they desire, whether it's a better computer, an iPhone, a luxurious home, or prime real estate. Now, you might argue that making money requires a high degree. But I totally disagree. You don't need a degree to earn money. You don't need to know English, nor do you need to work a job. You only need to learn how to make money. Many of you might wonder why it is so important to earn money. Ask yourself, what is my financial status today? What was your parents' financial status when you were born? If your financial level has remained the same from birth until now, then it is your fault for not advancing. You should earn money to improve your life, to provide your parents with the things they could never afford, and to bring them happiness. You should earn money so that you don't have to calculate every little expense, worrying about whether you can afford something you truly want. The biggest battles in the world are fought over money. It is not just your right to have food, clothing, and shelter. It is your right to have quality food, good clothing, and a comfortable home. This world runs on the middle class. But here's the problem. The middle class remains stuck in the middle. They work jobs, do labor, run offices, and yet remain in the same financial position throughout their lives. There is nothing wrong with being middle class if you are satisfied with your life. But if you have the opportunity to rise to the top, the scope to improve, the time to invest in yourself, and the ideas to execute, why wouldn't you aim higher? Living without money is like trying to accelerate a car with the brakes still engaged. No matter how much you press the gas pedal, you won't move forward until you release the brakes. There is no shortage of money in this world. The shortage is only in your mindset. Money is just a number. The global economy runs in the trillions, yet why don't you have money? Because you are not dedicated enough to earning it. If you don't make money, someone else will, using the same idea that you had but didn't act on. Someone else will achieve the success you deserved but didn't work for. If you think earning money makes you greedy, then what do you say about the world's biggest businessmen who make billions? They not only make money but also donate, contribute to charity, support economic growth, and pay huge taxes. If you have more money, you will have more time to do what you truly love. You won't have to worry every month about where your next paycheck is coming from. You must have heard, being born poor is not your fault, but dying poor is. Because if you die poor, it means you never even tried to get rich. Doesn't it bother you when you see someone younger than you step out of a BMW? If they can make so much money at a young age, why can't you? Some people are born rich because they were born into wealth. But at some point in their family history, someone must have worked hard to create that wealth. Money is a powerful thing. A poor person wearing torn clothes is mocked, but when a rich person wears torn jeans, it becomes a fashion trend. That is the power of money. I am not telling you to be greedy, but at least make enough money so that you don't have to calculate your expenses before buying something you truly want. 7 reasons why you are not getting rich. 1. You don't know how your life would change if you became rich. If you can't imagine it, you won't work for it. 2. You work hard, but on the wrong things. Instead of doing 20 hours of work yourself, why not hire 5 people and make double the profit? 3. As soon as you earn money, you spend it on luxuries. Buying expensive phones and clothes doesn't make you rich. These are liabilities, not assets. 4. Your expenses are out of control. If you earn less but spend more, you'll never accumulate wealth. 5. You think making money is greedy. But money lets you do good things, help others, and contribute to society. 6. You lack financial education. You don't know how to earn, invest, or manage money properly. 7. You are lazy. You dream of wealth but don't put in the work to achieve it. Focus on eliminating these mistakes, and your financial graph will start rising. Take care, keep moving forward, and tell me in the comments. If you became rich, what would you do with your wealth? If you want to stay connected, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.